Keep on the Grass podcast, season 2, episode 2. We're in the talkcastPDX studio today. We're with Lambo Lawson at Lambo Lawson and myself, Selena PDX 420. And we're here with one young Micah today.
Hey.
Welcome.
Shout out to Lambo, shout out Selena for having me.
Thank you for coming.
We are Gras Cannabis, 621 Southeast 7th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? We got one young Micah here. Definitely one of the most inspiring artists out here for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first got here, he was doing so much and he was doing it all himself. And it's very hard to do in this industry. So shout out to you for coming. All the way originally from Louisiana. One young Micah has been making hella moves in Portland. He's got his hand in just about anything that you can fucking think of. Weed being one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Yeah,
That's been a while, bro.
It's been a while, huh? How long you been smoking?
Bro, I ain't no cap. I smoked first time before I even went to high school. I think I might have been like 8th grade.
8th grade.
I was in a project somewhere, and my brother, he just had weed, and he was just like, yeah. I was like, bro, we don't even smoke, bro. He like, shit, we got weed. We just smoked it. I don't even remember being high. That shit was probably straight Reggie. That could have been dirt.
How'd you smoke it? Did y'all roll it up or was it like
that shit was rolled? He rolled it. I don't know what he did to it. But then I remember like the first time I actually started getting high though, it was probably like more towards like 10th grade.
Right.
And that's when I was smoking like my big cousin. Yeah. And he had like these cones and shit and joints on the, like the whiz wave. He only smoked good weed. So that's when I started seeing like lights flutter off and like having smoke sessions to where I'm like thinking I'm floating out of my body then coming back. Like that's my first
experiences
like Quandorando.
Yeah. But wait, so you started smoking and getting high. Like, we're gonna count
like 10th grade.
Yeah, we're gonna count the high. When did you first start like dabbing and doing edibles? And
bro, I never had a dab.
Because she's the dabber.
I never had a dab till I was like probably like a sophomore in college.
Oh shit!
So that's probably like 2006, 2015.
Okay.
2015.
Did you take it or was you?
Oh no, I had a homie. We was like lifeguards and stuff, and he'll always have hella dabs. Like that's all he smoked. We used to smoke woods, blunts all day back then. It wasn't even woods.
Right.
But then he came and he had like this dab thing. Oh, he used to heat up the rig and stuff, and we like, bro, what you doing? Smoking crack? He like, nah, bro, this weed, bro. Like I get way higher than y'all off this much. Like y'all capping, like y'all not even on game. I'm like, we like, bro. What the fuck is that? Right. So he go to putting us on it, like we go to choking. People coughing up lungs, like feel like they about to die. We like, no, only one a day. Like nobody fucking him more than one a day.
How many dabs you do a day? Be honest. 10. Like that's on a regular day?
Yeah.
We used to smoke on top of that, but we couldn't handle like the cough. Like it used to be like really like hurting your lungs at that point, because that's when I first started hearing about dabs, honestly.
Right.
That's when people first started dabbing, doing the dance and everything. Like that's when dabs was like hot, but we was trying them out and it was tough. Did
you take your first dab well?
Yeah, I mean I didn't cough or anything the first dab, but I was at
You didn't cough the first dab? I still cough on my 1000th dabs.
No, because back in the day like everything was medical, so I was at like a dispensary, but it was like a bar back then. So they gave you a dab and everything, and yeah, it took me like 2 hours before I could drive though.
Oh, so it hit you hard. You just didn't choke on it.
It hit me really hard. I just didn't cough, but
I thought they had kept you in the clinic. So if you want to try this dab, you got to sit your ass down for 2 hours.
No, they didn't make me. No, I just.
You was just in the car.
Oh my god, that was the highest I ever had been. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being so high. We didn't know what was gonna happen
I just
next.
Sat there at the bar.
Yeah.
Drank some water.
After that first dab, you don't know what to do. Like it's like, wait, am I so high? I want to eat, sleep, go somewhere, or just just stand here. Like you just be stuck. Like that first dab, you don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And then by the time you figure out what you want to do, now it's starting to wear off a little bit.
Right. My first dab, I remember I was coughing my lungs out. Of course, this was like back in Jersey, but I specifically remember the first time I ever hit a bong. I don't know if I ever told you guys that story on this show. No. The first time I ever hit a bong, I was over a friend of mine's house who actually has the same name as me. Shout out to Taylor. He had a tree house, and he would throw these crazy parties. And after one of these crazy parties, because he owned a lot of land, and he would throw parties in like what he called Narnia. It was just like
Damn.
back on his land, and he had to come pick you up on a quad to take you to the party.
Man, this shit lit already.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so you would come and park. His parents wouldn't even know he was having these parties. They were home. The parents were home.
Just too far away.
But and his driveway was so long that everybody would come in the driveway, lights off, and park, so it would still look dark. And he would just come get you with his quad, and it was like a mile back, like no exaggeration. It was a while. Like he was holding on. He had like a gang of people. Long story short, after these parties, we would smoke. So we were smoking. I go blunt for blunt all day long. They pull out the bong and they're like, "Yo, you gotta try it." I was still Lambo then too. Yo, Lambo, you gotta try it. I try it. Long, super short. You know what I'm saying? I try it, and I end up going in my car and like sleeping till like, I don't know. It felt like the next morning, and then I woke up and puked.
Oh,
that bone got to you then.
oh.
I don't remember having quite that downhill of a story after after my first.
Well, the puke was definitely from the party part of drinking. It was a party.
I was about to say, wait, what?
But I know that the bong put me directly to sleep. I'm not saying the bong made me puke. Not at all. But I was so drunk that night that after hitting the bong, it put me to fucking sleep.
So you didn't even get the puke, but you had the puke probably.
Right. The bong probably stopped the puke for the sleep.
It prolonged it or something like that.
Yeah. So then I fell asleep in my driver's seat for like until the next morning and woke up and they were still outside. And I just woke up and kept talking to my friends like it wasn't 9 a.m. and I fell asleep at 2 a.m.
Man.
That's kind of how it went out there. Them parties never really ended.
That's how it is in Vegas.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we talked earlier. One of our favorite questions to ask people are their top 5 favorite strains. Before you go into the stories of why you like each strain, list the 5 straight up and then just let us know.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a list.
He got it prepared.
Yeah.
You know, we love lists on Keep on the Grass. I keep a list.
A lawyer go to Do-Si-Do, Miracle Alien Cookies, aka Mac, Thin Mint Cookies, Crystal Cookies, and Be Wonderful Cookies.
Fire.
So I think
you love the cookies.
Yeah,
you're the cookie monster.
I remember when I first moved to Portland, the first hat I bought said cookies. Yeah. I didn't even know what cookies was at that point. I just like, this hat is lit. Next thing you know, everybody talking about cookies. I'm like, oh yeah.
I remember when they first started calling strains cookies anything.
Girl Scout cookies was legit for a while too, but I can't put that on the list though. No more.
I think was that the first first cookie strain?
There was 2. There was like Forum Girl Scout cookies.
Oh yeah, Forum was hard too.
What does Forum mean?
Forum is the best one still. I'm about to say the Forum one still come hard.
I understand that Forum's a cut, but what cut am I looking for when they say Forum cut? Like what makes it Forum?
It's the genetics. So it came from the Forum genetic instead of the other one. People really like that.
The Forum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
every time I have something Forum, it's like better than whatever it's actually.
Yeah, it's not. It seemed like untainted. That's what Forum means to me. Shit, I give it, that word got its own definition with me. When I look at Girl Scout cookies, the Forum Girl Scout is like, oh, it's still legit. Versus you see any dispensary still got Girl Scout cookies and it don't be legit all the time without the Forum on it.
Yeah, you see a whole lot of everything. Like most strains, like I see it from the top to the bottom. And but I don't see many like premium looking Girl Scout cookies no more. Do you?
No.
Like indoor Girl Scout cookies?
Nobody really do it no more. They just ventured out off the cookies. They didn't cross Girl Scout with something else. They got the Thin Mint cookies. That's why that's on the list.
And
like, I think that's probably crossed to like Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like.
But isn't it possible to just? So why waste the time continuing to make a Girl Scout cookies indoor when you can cross it with something else and be ahead of the wave and create something different?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're thinking when it comes to propelling the game into the future, I would think. You know what I'm saying? So then you can only find these OG strains in like these outdoor farms that are like staying true to like.
But that's not really the vibe though.
What you mean?
We losing all of the OG strains, like,
I'm
like
right there with you.
Down the
I
OG
understand.
strains at that point,
and I feel the same way. Like, why can't we why
we can't have it all?
Right.
Well,
we should be able to continue and
why can't we have an indoor Girl Scout?
It's like it's not no space for everything.
And
it's only room for one of us.
Right.
Wow.
But I think I think the idea is when it comes to growing it, it's a waste of time to have whole rooms dedicated to this strain that's already well known when they could be experimenting on the next big thing. Like that's kind of how I look at it. No,
because that's what's gonna sell. Like that.
What's going to sell now because it's so big is like, who's smoking the best, who's smoking what the next person isn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like
exclusivity at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same word, but this dab would have made me mess up too. I was trying to say it the same way. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was dead about to say it. No, exclusivity. Yeah, there we go. I just want to make sure I got it in the first try. I feel like it would be a waste of time to continue doing those strains when you could be ahead of the game and make the next cookie, because everybody knows all this shit is a cookie now, right?
What's your favorite cookie strain?
When it comes to a cookie, it's funny because cookies isn't in the name. It's Oreos. It's a cookie, but it literally tastes like Oreos.
But it's not crossed with like no cookie strains. Why would it be called Oreo?
Look that up.
My favorite one was Crystal
For
cookies, like Miracle Alien cookies, the Mac, what they call it.
Right now, what I'm smoking is something called Gorilla Cookies, which is obviously, OG cookies and then Gorilla.
Yeah, that's on fire. Though.
Yeah, that's like my favorite in the store. That's on the shelf right now.
Gorilla Cookies, that's on fire.
I'm excited for the one coming in tomorrow. We have one. I'll show you real quick.
But that like sugar biscuit or something, disco biscuit.
Yeah.
And it's like a sugar scone or something like that by Meraki. Shout out to Meraki, keeping us straight.
Right here.
That's the.
Which one? That's the Joan. What's up with the Oreos? Is that crossed with a cookie?
I'll check.
Yeah, I thought that was the Oreo.
Yeah,
no,
I'm still on Oreo in my head.
That one's Thin Mint Cookie crossed with grape pie, though. That's
that one right there. Oh, grape pie be
and we're
coming
getting
hard.
it tomorrow. Yeah.
But wait, you didn't get that grape whatever, right?
No, we got the sugar biscuits
and then the sugar scone and disco biscuit.
No, I didn't get disco biscuits. I definitely got the grape animal one.
That's Garanimals.
It looks great. It looks great. Different name.
Switch that up, Meraki.
What, Garanimals?
So the issue with Garanimals
is,
and I texted her too, like Grape Animals is Garanimals. Garanimals is a cookie. But the reason they changed it to Grape Animals is because they got in trouble for Garanimals because it's a kid show.
Right. You can't name that now. Yeah.
Right.
That's
so
like
now
right now.
they took it back out to what it was into Grape Animals. But we had Garanimals so many times. So like, we good. At least till next year.
So the Oreos, though, is Girl Scout cookies crossed with Starfighter.
Starfighter hard. You said what is crossed with?
Girl Scout cookies and Starfighter.
So there you
go. That Girl Scout cookies.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
OG.
And I do like Starfighter OG like a lot.
That shit hard.
So boom, that makes a lot of sense.
Starfighter like a legit indica for sure.
Oreos is different, and I wouldn't be surprised if tiramisu has something to do with that too.
That's crazy though.
I think that's I hope that's a real one that we can find.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on top of like cookie dogs and star dogs. We got to get, things like that back in. I think the dogs are fading away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had
star dog, cookie dog,
chem dog,
that
types.
Yeah, like
dogs was hard at a certain point, and now they kind of fell off though.
Man, I don't know how, because they was always the like hitters for me.
It's a real strain, tiramisu, and it's
a real strain, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all,
I'm not lying.
Mendo Magnum Opus crossed with OGKB 2.0.
What the fuck is that?
The first thing they said, Mendo is the only thing I recognize.
Yeah.
But Mendo hard though.
What
Mendo
was the second one?
What else they got?
That
Mendo what?
Said KB0253.
OGKB
shit sound like COVID.
2.0.
OGKB 90210.
Sound like one of the vaccines.
So
or
close.
Some shit.
Right. OGKB.
I'm good.
2.0.
Give me the treat.
You know what I'm saying? and that was tiramisu. Like that basically to me said you can't get it unless you get it from whoever got it.
Basically, you can't make this. You can't go home and make
go
it.
Find
you can't try
OGKBG 2.0 and then go find what was the other one?
He probably can't even make it again.
No.
That was his only growth of tiramisu. He never gonna be able to make
Opus.
Mendo Magnum Opus.
He never gonna be able to make that shit again. He only crossed that shit once. He ain't never gonna be able to find both of those.
I feel like those are two crosses crossing to make something else.
I think so too. I think so
Mendo
too.
Magnum Opus. Mendo is like Mendo Breath mixed with like I've seen so many Opus strains.
Magnum. When you start putting
I didn't see
condoms
I
up
didn't see
weed,
Magnum in a goddamn thing. That's why I
The
noticed I
icing.
said Mendo and
yeah, I
Opus.
can't even
I
put
ain't
this in
hear
my mouth.
I ain't hear Magnum and shit. So
Magnum PI.
that's like a strain to throw you off to make you think like, hey, you can grow this too, but you really
You
can't
got this
find the
in Cali?
ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Man, like I said, I told you my best cookie strain is like the Crystal, the Miracle Alien, and Be Wonderful had a cookie strain too. Shout out to Be Wonderful. Shout out to High Noon Cold.
Shout out to High Noon.
Hell yeah. They what's like what I was gonna say? I had a question, bro. I'm too high. Let me get this dab
the
together. real quick.
goddamn dabs. The goddamn dabs.
Oh, it was about weed at first.
I mean, hey, that's what we do it for. We're going to get back to it. Let's talk about something a little different, man. You just dropped an album. You were also a part of my album.
Yep.
Thank you for that. Micah is on number 7, which is Bad. You know what I'm saying? We got that video coming real soon. We literally just talked about it a couple minutes ago before this started. That's in the works. And then I'm actually on his album on the track called Space, if you want to talk a little bit more about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just both dropped albums back to back on the town on Portland. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't ready, but they had to get ready before they knew it. So, my dude had the Immortal album, and then I dropped Micah, my self-titled album, and I had been working on it for like a year. I recorded all the songs myself in like since quarantine and stuff. So it's been a long journey, and I had worked on it a while, so it had a high anticipation for it, and it's been getting nothing but good reception. I've been having the same thing you've been having, like people telling you every song their favorite song.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even know which one. At that point, it's hard to pick which one to shoot another video to, because you had videos before. I didn't shoot videos for this album yet, so like it get hard at that point. Like, which one do I shoot the video for? So if you're seeing this, go check out the album and comment what your favorite song is. I might pick it to do a video.
Yeah. We gotta do a video for ours regardless, man. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
You already
Put
know.
our minds together and make something cool for that. And we definitely gotta do the one for mine. So that'd be cool. Maybe we can like do some kind of merge of them videos if it would make sense. See if we
I'll
can
have
do
like
something to make it
a
cool or
little
something.
skit off where we like do the space, and then it's just like go out of space on some shit, and then we come back to the song. Like,
yeah, might be at work. Someone hit the ground like a comment, come back into the
some shit
the
like
course
that.
and shit like that. That's hard as hell. To be continued. So Mike is not the first album you put out. Let us know a little bit about the journey. You came straight from Louisiana, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different part of the country. You know what I'm saying? What are your inspirations? What made
I
you
moved
want to
out
do this?
here. My first time coming to Portland, it was just like a spring break when I was still in college, and I went to Vegas, and then we came back to Portland. I had family here, and I was chill with them for a little while. Then I went back down to Louisiana,
Right.
And then I realized, how good, how good the vibes were in Portland, how nice the people were, how nice the weather was and stuff. It's just like all the grass seemed greener on the other side. So I was like, why?
621 Southeast 7th Avenue. You already know, baby.
I was like, why don't I just go to the where the grass is greener at though? Yeah.
621 Southeast 7th Avenue.
So I moved to Portland, and I just was visiting basically, but I just stayed. I just didn't want to go back. I didn't see a good reason to go back. I had already went to jail for weed, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I smoke weed out here legally. I didn't smoke past the police. They didn't pull me over, seen the weed. They don't give a damn about weed in Portland, bro. So it's like, yeah.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Portland, man, for real. But yeah, and then on top of me having family here, like I got siblings literally growing up and stuff. So I just like, yeah, I might as well just stay here. And I got nephews and stuff too.
Right.
So it's just like too many reasons to stay. And then like with music, my first album I put out was in like 2016 was when I first put music out as a rap artist. But I had always been heavy into rap. So I had written raps as a kid growing up. I just had dove too deep into sports to where I just let go of it. So once I stopped doing sports in the college, dropped my first project like 2016. And one of the songs, Books Award, just kind of took off from there, and it brought a lot of streams to that album, and it just been everything kind of took off just from my first project. Like everything been going good. Even from the first song we put out, or the first time I ever hit a stage, ever hit the mic, like it's always just been
You've done
all
some
good
major
reception.
shows. I've seen you done major shows. Like you've opened up for like Mike Sherman, people like that. Like
yeah, I've opened up for him, Larry June, Jay Stalin, ASAP Ty from the Mob, and like if COVID wouldn't have happened, bro, that was like all happened within like the same year,
bro. Like, I personally cancel like 50 to 75 shows, no exaggeration. I think I'm lowballing by saying that because of COVID. Like I already had like, you was
about to go on a tour, sound like.
Yeah, I was months booked.
He was about to go on a whole season run,
and I almost pulled Amigos and didn't drop Immune because COVID had happened, and I was like, I'm not going to drop shit until COVID is over, and then I just felt like that was selfish. So I dropped Immune anyway, and then still stuck to my annual album release.
Oh,
and then
that's what it is.
Immortal, yeah.
But Migos still. I mean, Migos, they basically stopped dropping for like 2 years.
They said they're not dropping
for like 2 years. Was that 2 years or 1 year?
So
that's like 2 years, huh?
They been had Culture 3 in the works, but when COVID happened, they said we're not dropping it until COVID is over.
It's like they remixed it. Like
I think it would have been a different.
Yeah,
sure,
it was gonna be a whole different.
Because I was hearing snippets for that album that
I didn't hear none of it on the album.
I was very underwhelmed by that album. I thought it was.
You didn't like it?
Not that I didn't like it because I love the Migos, but like I didn't. It's not what I wanted. I wanted trap records. I wanted.
You want some Back to the Bando or something? Roadrunner hard.
Yeah, I want that.
What's
wanted
Roadrunner
that.
though? How'd that go?
Mason Margiela, I'm dripping this. That joint, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know the lyrics.
Who the hardest one out the Migos right now?
Offset. Yeah, it's your older cousin.
Older cousin. Hey, bro, don't go there, bro. Please, I don't need no more comparisons, bro. But Takeoff seemed like he might have took off on this one, bro.
Everybody keeps trying to. I'm
cap.
I'm not a fan.
No Kizzy.
I've never been a fan of Takeoff.
Kizzy.
Never been a fan of Takeoff like that.
Takeoff the original Migos.
If anything,
he the only one keeping the originality to Migos at this point.
I don't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is the Joan. You know what I'm saying.
Hey, that Birkin and that Jane Hart,
yeah.
Jane, because Takeoff he just in his Migo bag, man. He the only one keep like the triplet flow and all that. That's Takeoff. He the only one coining the real Migo sound at this point. Fight Night, you didn't like Fight Night because that's a Takeoff song.
I do like Fight Night, but like that was a commercial record. That was a commercial.
Commercial? What? That was on the mixtape, bro.
That was a bop. It was
out because it was hard.
It was a bop. It was like even in the bounce of the song. That song was equivalent to that song. Yeah, that song was equivalent to that song "Birthday" on this album. And that
Birthday
song
sucks, bro.
That song "Birthday."
That
song "Birthday" sounds just like "Stun on You" by Tyler Yahweh and DaBaby.
All right,
Stun on You. What? That's the same song. That Birthday beat and that Stun on You, John, they the same John.
I don't like Birthday, bro. That's a skip master for me.
For sure. I'm not saying I like that song.
That's not nowhere closely.
I'm just saying those were like pop records.
Oh yeah. I get what
like
you're saying.
Fight Night. That was like, of course it's gonna go. It's pop.
Yeah. I don't see Birthday going far though.
No, it's not. It's not only because of the Stunting on You song. It's the same beat. When we get out of here, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we can play it on here or not, but
what other song they had on there? They had the Juice WRLD. I like the album, bro. Honestly, I can't really lie.
I did like the album.
I can't lie. I liked it. I took,
but I didn't like as many. Like it didn't beat Slime Language 2 for me.
Nah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I can't really say that.
It didn't beat that. Like,
but what you feeling the hardest off of Slime Language 2 though?
The whole entire thing.
Oh, that's how I felt at first, and then I was like, nah. I grew out of it a little bit.
Of course, that's what.
When I first heard it, I was like, bro, every song in this is hard.
I still feel that way because I connected to it already.
Albums, though.
You know what I'm saying? And and because I'm so critical, when I feel that way about a major artist, I feel like I got to give them the props. And I definitely felt that way with Slime Language too, because I'm a very big critic when it comes to famous people.
It was way better than Part 1.
I believe that they're rich for nothing.
It's way better than Part 1 for
100%.
Part 1, I only had 100%. One song off that bitch. Chanel, Go Get It. The only song off Slime Language 1 for me.
It's funny that you just brought that back up because I don't even remember that track list, and I used to love Slime Language 1.
Not me. They had like 3 songs out there, and Young Thug wasn't on none of them.
Right.
I like songs by random people on that album. So the fact that he was almost on every song, and then I liked almost every song, I was like, okay, cool.
Right.
It might have. I don't know if it's better than Culture, but I'll say they're equal at this point.
Music is developing in a way that you have more freedom to find something that somebody hasn't. So when you do and you tap into that, and your entire label is doing the same thing, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though we know what the Migos is gonna do. I almost like when they split up. I'm ready for Offset's next album. I'm ready for Quavo's next album. Like by themselves,
They
they
kind of
had
flopped
great
hard,
albums.
so they might not drop no more albums.
They flopped by themselves.
Yeah, they didn't like the results. Nobody really liked the results of that.
I
paid close attention to
when it comes to the music. I loved the results of their solo albums.
I didn't listen to Offsets or Takeoffs. I ain't gonna lie. I heard a couple songs that Takeoff did. They was kind of hard.
Was great.
I heard Offset had the best one though. That's what I heard.
Offset is the best Migo. I stand by it, but I'm still a big Quavo fan. They're neck and neck to me.
Nah, Quavo out of the conversation for me at this point. This nigga be seeing me drunk. On me.
On this album, I will say some of the verses were questionable. It's just kind of like they're going in there and just kind of like, you know, just doing it and like cutting.
My nigga Offset said something about get to the money 8 ways he a squid. You know how many legs a squid got? Guess. It ain't 8, my nigga.
Yeah, that's like
that was the funniest shit.
What they got,
I was watching. They got 10 legs, bro. I was watching an interview, like a review on the album, and they like 8 legs. I'm like, yeah, 8 legs. Nigga, ain't that an octopus? Like we turned to marine biologists at this point, but we like, bro, Offset, what you talking about, bro? The money 8 ways I'm a squid.
You know them niggas don't know, man. They just out here living life and seeing wild. Nah,
shout out to the Migos though. It's never no. It's never no. We love the Migos.
Oh yeah, what?
But y'all got some questionable lines, bro. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, you know, I think they just be in the bag. I know they don't write anymore. I know they're in there like feeling.
They never wrote though. That's the thing about the Migos. They always claim that they never wrote.
They did. Well, because now I'm seeing Quavo interviews. Sorry to be talking about y'all for so long, but now I'm seeing Quavo interviews that he says like, you know, when we first started, we used to write. And
he said,
yeah, like when they first started making music, nobody really liked it,
except for him, right?
Except for Offset.
Oh, I thought it was Quavo.
Quavo and Takeoff were already doing it. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, Takeoff is Quavo's nephew.
Right. That's what. Yeah.
And they was always doing it together. Offset was a friend that came along and said, I enjoy what you're doing.
Nah, he like a cousin or something.
I think he's one of those like cousins
that's like you cousin, you my cousin, bro.
Right. Like we're such close friends that you're my
like we cousins, bro. Like it's all blood.
We don't know that either. Like I'm taking it from what I'm hearing in these interviews as well, just as you know.
Shit. You better be lucky they picked up a little Offset off the
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It said that they used to write in order to keep him up to speed. So they got him up to speed with the way that they were writing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then so on and so forth. So they were definitely writing for a certain amount of time.
It's cool to talk about the Migos this long too, because anybody that know me, like I literally listened to them since like Trap Out the Bando like, and stuff. So
no label.
So I was like putting people on to Migos. I was so much of a fan, and they're like Migos, bro. They lame. Like people know me for that. That's literally where I got like my rap name from. My rap name comes from Takeoff. That was like his Twitter name was One Young Takeoff. Oh shit. And I was like, One Young Micah. That's gonna be my Twitter name. Then once I start making music, I was like, y'all just call me what y'all been calling me.
I heard somebody. Cool. I thought you got it from Currency only because like I never asked you this, but like in one of Currency's lines, he said something about One Young something.
That was just
One Young
or
something like that. You know what I'm saying? That was just a shout out. You know, you don't gotta talk about it on there. That's my man or whatever. But whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Same city.
I know that's one of your biggest inspirations. Shout out to Spitter. He's
for sure. I said that in an interview one time, and he seen it.
Did he?
Yeah. And he wanted the video. I just couldn't like get it to him or some stuff. But
we can get him this one.
Yeah, we could actually get you this one, Spitter. Facts.
We can definitely get you this one. Another New Orleans based artist.
That's a legend though.
Yeah, I was gonna say who is now legendary.
Legendary
in all facets of life.
Man, he pulled up to like my partner pop up like last weekend.
Really?
In like a Bentley truck.
What? I'm surprised it wasn't like a 6'4", like something.
Nah, that's what he usually drive. Man. So to see him pull up in that, I'm like, oh Lord, this nigga set the city on fire, bro. Like niggas ain't rapping pulling up in Bentleys. You ain't rapping out New Orleans putting up in the Bentley unless you was Birdman and Wayne.
Right.
Period, bro. Nobody else made it out in that same level except for Master P before them.
You ever see like Birdman and Wayne?
I seen Birdman come one time for his birthday around like All-Star. He pulled up in the most extravagant way I ever seen anybody ever pull up anywhere, bro. What? He pulled up with a tour bus and 10 other cars with 3 people to guard each car, and he was only in the tour bus.
Shit.
Nobody was driving the cars except for the drivers and the security guards, bro. He has 3 security guards each car and 10 cars and a tour bus. And he was only on the tour bus, bro. Nobody else even came with him.
Eating a meal.
And I'm just
slowly.
looking like, goodness gracious. You couldn't even get close to the cars, bro. You couldn't even barely get pictures of them.
Nah, that's how it be,
But
man.
yeah, that's the only time I ever seen him in passing, I guess. I didn't even want to wait in line to get a picture with Birdman. I ain't gonna lie, but shout out to Birdman. He the GOAT.
There was a line. He probably
it was a
cut
very
that
long
line
line.
short.
Man, I see at that same
took
time
2
I
and
seen
left.
French Montana like running off somewhere.
What?
Like and nobody cared about French Montana at all. Like nobody even noticed him because everybody was in line for Birdman.
So he was trying to creep away. As
he
if
was trying to
nobody
creep out.
noticed him yet.
I think I seen him like creep off and like walk to Bourbon Street from Canal Street in New Orleans. Yeah, it was funny because that's what Canal Street was. Birdman had his little pop up at. Like,
either he was
Nouveau.
trying to get out of there before they noticed him, or was trying to hide the embarrassment of nobody giving.
I was about to say nobody didn't
Birdman.
notice him. I seen that it was French Montana. I was like, I'm in line for Birdman. I was gonna slide out. Like they had a lot of famous people out there. It was All-Star Weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So it was Birdman's birthday on top of that. So he had to come super flex on everybody.
So I gotta ask you, are you a fan of the Pelicans?
If they was called
She
the
said,
Jazz
"Ooh."
or something, maybe I would like them. But I'm not really big into sports though. Like I used to play a lot of sports. So like once I stopped playing as much sports and I started making music, like most of my attention go to music now.
Right.
But like, nah, I don't care for the Pelicans either. I don't even like the name, the colorway.
I was gonna say,
but
like,
I'm
why
a
the
picky
Pelicans?
person, bro. You don't want to just bring up stuff like that because I don't like nothing, bro.
Nah.
I'm just
Why, is there a
picky,
lot
bro.
of Pelicans in Louisiana or something? Why
Yeah,
they
they do that.
Pelicans?
That's the state bird.
Yeah,
Yep, that's a state bird.
that makes sense.
But
man.
don't nobody care, bro. That's not an aggressive thing. That's not a real like energetic. That's not an energetic or frightening like emblem to have. Yeah, we could have just been the Birdmans. Yeah, we could have been the Birdmans at that point.
The hand rubs.
Nah, bro.
That's funny as hell.
Nah, bro. The Pelicans, bro. Nah, that took everybody by storm. And then we looked at the colors. We like, what do these colors have to do in New Orleans? It's like red, white, and blue is like the colors. Bro.
Red, white. It's like Olympic colors. It's like red, white, and gold.
Like, bro, that don't got nothing to do with the city. Like, they got like a Mardi Gras colorway of their jerseys, but and then they don't even have Anthony Davis anymore. So I don't really see what there is to like about the Pelicans.
Do they still have Austin Rivers? Austin
Rivers, man. We didn't have him since he was like a rookie, bro.
Oh, y'all haven't had him
for a long ass time. He went play with his daddy and everything. I don't know where he played. He might be in the playoffs right now. Austin Rivers that went way past the Pelicans. Well, yeah, Pelicans is like a mid stop. They like New Orleans only got enough money to put their bread into the Saints, bro.
Right.
All their money is tied into Drew Brees still at this point. Really? Unless he retired, I don't know. I don't keep up with sports no more.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm telling you, he had like $100 million contract. So like, that's a lot of money.
This was the only man I ever kept up with in sports.
Iverson. I like the Hornets. I used to like the Hornets.
Yeah, and they were great. Y'all had a lot of legendary players.
When we had CP3.
And then like OG players before that. Like y'all had like Alonzo Mourning and shit like that. Y'all had fucking at one point before, you know.
I know we had Baron Davis too.
Yeah, Baron Davis. We actually know somebody that knows him. Shout out to that person.
We had Baron Davis.
I seen him
I seen him in a Walgreens one time.
What?
And I tried to speak to him. That nigga was mean as hell.
Oh.
That was like the most mean famous person I ever met.
Baron Davis?
He might be nice, but I'm just saying, like, I was a kid or something.
I heard he was a great guy.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, you could be a great person for sure. He probably didn't want to be bothered at Walgreens, maybe. It might have been. He might not have been in meet and greet condition. He just trying to my homie probably just trying to get a drink or something. Yeah. No, I was in high school, probably like 16, 17.
Nah, he should have been able to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, what's up, bro? Baron Davis? He like,
yeah, get the fuck out of here.
He like, nah, bro.
Why?
He had like a little bag. I don't know if he had like a little Louis bag.
I would have rolled him a basketball and been like, and if he didn't do it, like kick my shit or something, I would have lost it.
It was All-Star Weekend, I think, though, when I seen him, so I wasn't.
That was All-Star Weekend. How many All-Star Weekends did y'all have down there?
At least like 2 or 3, maybe now.
That's like the Olympics. They have the All-Star Weekend in all the major cities. And
they have it in Philly?
Hell no.
Why not? Philly got a basketball team.
The biggest weekend we ever had is a Meekend. That's when Meek Mill has like.
Oh yeah, Meek Mill runs Philly, right? I mean,
I would say like if we're talking artists, him and Uzi, yeah.
Him and Uzi,
yeah.
I mean, Uzi like the newer wave. Meek is like the Meek is
He's
he like the old.
I would say Meek is kind of
like an
legendary
OG
now.
at
He's
this
kind of
point, yeah.
legendary now, yeah, because like he came through battle times, you know what I'm saying, and
that's what I
into
like.
this
I like
time.
Meek more like in a setting like this where he like freestyling and shit, like when he in the
Yeah,
interviews and stuff.
yeah. I think
But
he I would say entertainment wise, it's definitely Will Smith, Meek, Uzi
they
when
was
it
getting
comes to
Will all the
running
time.
Philly because Will facilitates, without saying too much, most of the deals.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know he was doing a lot like that or anything like that at
Yeah,
all.
so
Honestly,
one of my first record deals was one of Meek's first record deals, and it was through Will.
damn.
And I'm sure it was the same for, you know, people that Uzi may have known or whatever the case may have been.
Yeah, I didn't know Will still had his hand in it like that.
Oh yeah, for sure,
That
definitely.
explains why he's so wealthy and doing.
Yeah, he has a couple little labels out in Philly that, you know, I mean, have certain artists, and some artists in Philly don't like him, and well, not him, but don't like those labels, or they do. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely still is a part of it.
I seen like an interview where Will Smith basically admitted that he had bit his flow from Eric B. Rakim, I think.
I don't know.
That's what he was saying. He got a lot, like he said it in the interview straight up. He was like, "Yeah, I just straight up bit Eric Rakim on the
Shit.
song." He was like, he don't know how people didn't notice it, but that's pretty dope to me, honestly, that he could give him the credit straight up like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think if he said it, it wasn't something that he was hiding, and the person definitely already knew. I feel like he's definitely somebody who's very precise about the shit that they say on air and shit like that. So it's probably something that was already worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond the music, after you dropping this album, what's next? You got another album in the works. We got COVID ending up. Do we got shows we can expect you at? You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Right now, yeah, just coming off of the album, I'm about to be working on visuals for that. And besides that, I have like 2 other albums like that I'm basically putting together. I got some songs from, but more than anything, I'm kind of putting the ideas for them together right now. And
Right.
it's like a follow up to like the first project I ever dropped, which was Raw to Mars. That's when I dropped like Books of War, and I got a lot of my notoriety and followers and stuff on Spotify, to my SoundCloud, to my Instagram. Like a lot of people, biggest thing they heard was like my Raw to Mars project and Books of War. I had a lot of music I dropped in between since then and now, but I want to create like, it was like a more nostalgic, like lo-fi type of beat. Like remember you heard that beating downstairs or at the shop, and then like a hip hop type beat.
Yes.
So it was more like more like Currency type, Joey Badass type beats, and that's when I really started rapping. That's I just want to kind of like just get high as fuck and just do another project like that. I dropped it on 420 when it first came out, so
Yeah.
I might drop it like next 420 or something.
Fire.
Drop a follow up to it. It was Raw to Mars. I might say Raw past Mars.
Yeah. That's
Some
hard.
shit like that, because I'll be getting loaded. Miracle alien cookies. I'll be smoking with the aliens.
You
and
might
shit,
gotta
bro.
smell the one that we got at the store before you break out of here, because we got a really good one that really looks like.
Yeah.
It's a hit or miss strain
Alien.
for sure, but when it
Not
hit,
this
it
one.
hit.
This one's a good
This
one.
is a good one.
It really looks like
Who
Alien
grew it?
Rocks. Love Life Farms.
Love life.
Yeah.
Love life.
Love Life Farms.
But yeah, that's what I'll be working on, to follow up to that project. And then I also got a project in mind. Well, I want to just like bring together all my connections. Like since I came up in New Orleans and then moved to Portland, like I at this point I literally haven't even really traveled that much since I moved to Portland, but I have made connections like I have almost like so many people come in Portland and out of Portland so fast, and you just meet so many people and rub shoulders with so many people. I feel like I know somebody in almost every, if not every state, every area of the country, and almost every other major country and shit. So it's like it's time for me to really start reaching out for those favors and stuff, and basically bringing together all the
connections that you do have.
Yeah, because I feel like that's one of the things that hip hop kind of gets away from sometimes. Like I'm all about competitiveness, because that's like I'm just a competitive person to the bone, but like at the same time, like a lot of the things about hip hop come from like camaraderie and people coming together and enjoying the time, enjoying the music, enjoying the vibe, and like, working on stuff collaboratively. And I feel like we be getting away from it just because it's so easy to do it alone almost. First of all, I like to record alone a lot of times, so I can't blame
Me too.
nobody, but at the same time, I feel like we just be losing a lot of the essence of like what hip hop really is. So, not that I'm the fucking hip hop
guru.
Yeah, I ain't the creator, but it's just like some aspects of it I do want to help try to maintain at least if I can. So that's like the idea behind my other project that I have in mind. It's like I want to bring together probably close to like 30 different people on 30 different songs if I can, or even if I get like 2 people on one song. Like I just want to bring together as many different sounds as I can and just collaborate all together and have everybody have to like basically at least check each other out. You know, like
that definitely works. You know what I'm saying? Like with my project,
yeah, you
like,
got a lot of people on your album.
People have been checking out those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people cross following y'all, and like my producers from Jersey are collabing and making beats with my producers from here, and you know what I'm saying. So I totally get you. Like it's just like crossing strains. You know what I'm saying? Which is why
like
I
we'll
feel
talk
like,
about it first.
Yeah, I just feel like music, fashion, and weed all go hand in hand because it's all about crossing these things to make, you know, the next best thing. Which is why I left clothes, because I felt like I mastered that to get into weed, because I mastered both music and fashion, and weed is the only thing I need. And then I fucking got this triangle, like if it was Zelda's crest. It's just fucking ready to go, dude. You know what I'm saying? I can just destroy everything with this fucking crest. If you know what Zelda is.
I remember Zelda, but not the crest. But that game was kind of, I ain't gonna say that.
You know, well, all right, put it this way. If you've ever played Smash Brothers, Link's special move, that triangle comes out.
I might be too young for these.
And then everybody gets fucked up.
We just said,
you know what I'm talking
Bros?
about?
What?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You
Smash
never
Bros. All I remember is just running with Mario. That's what you talking about?
Nintendo Super Smash Brothers. Link.
Just run and jump on people, right?
Nah, you fuck them cats up.
I don't remember all that.
Yeah.
You talking about Nintendo 64?
Yeah,
my shit broke within like 2 years, bro.
Whenever 2 years, you started
my shit up, bro.
When everybody was fighting.
That's all I remember.
Mario was fighting cats. Mario was fighting Samus.
Man, I was just running with Mario and jumping down on people.
You was just playing Mario.
Yeah, I was playing Mario, bro.
It wasn't. So there was a Super Smash. Yo, it's crazy. He's just now hearing about this on the show.
I heard of it.
He was today years old when he heard about Super Smash Bros. You got to definitely come to the crib and play Super Smash Bros. At some
You got
point
another 64?
I have a Nintendo Switch, which is what it is, you know, in 2021. And now Super Smash Bros. Is on it. Still, but it's just a newer version.
And they be fighting on that.
They be fighting.
I had the party game. They had a
Mario Party. I got that too.
Lit.
I got that too. It's just Mario Party like 9 by now or something. It's like either Mario 8 or 9. I got Mario Kart. I got Pokemon. Just
he got all the fun games.
Just like, there was a certain point in my life where the games were keeping me focused in my job.
You was a game head?
No. So
there's nothing wrong with it.
I know that, but listen, yes, I was a game head. I was a game head growing up until my job got so serious that I had to focus on my job, and I really got into my job, and I didn't have any time to play video games. When I mastered my job at the time, I got back into video games and bought every video game the day it came out because I was bored with my job and I mastered it. It was cool. The store was running itself. I would just leave to go to GameStop and buy a game and then read the back of it for the rest of my shift and go play
like the Nintendo, or you was playing PS4?
I have both. I have PS4 and I have the Switch. Yeah, so I was buying both. If some came out for Switch, I would get that. Some came out for PS4, I go get that. So now, when COVID hit, nothing came out. So I haven't got
drop games.
Nah, I think everything that dropped throughout quarantine was already done. Nothing has come out worth buying. Am I right?
Even new Maddens and nothing.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like
they drop new Maddens, right?
I think that goes without saying. I think those are already always in the works. They're like yearly games.
You talking about like the games that be like new software, like new games developed and stuff.
Like, you know,
they ain't really developed no brand new Mario game.
They're not working on dropping the new Grand Theft Auto right now. I mean, they actually are, but it's not coming out this year. Whereas it probably would have if COVID didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna have zombies on that.
Dude, the next Grand Theft Auto is probably gonna be ridiculous. When you can go into every house that you can see, it'll be a totally different game. And then you can buy your weed at Gras Cannabis, 621 Southeast 7th Avenue, and get ready to fucking game, baby. Because Grand Theft Auto 6 is TBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to be deep into games when I was younger, man. Not really as much since not since I was really a teenager, bro. Once I got into like real sports and stuff, I kind of left it alone because I only had a sister staying with my mom.
Right.
When I lived with my dad, I had a lot of brothers and stuff. We used to play all the games and stuff. But
well, that's why I'm a gamer because I do only have an older sister,
I got
and we would play the games together.
Yeah, my little sister wasn't good enough to play me in games.
Yeah,
so
I used to watch my sister play her game because she used to play Final Fantasy, and that shit was
so
too
boring
hard for
playing
me.
by myself. I was just like, yeah, I'd rather go outside and play with people.
Yeah. After a while, we did that. Like when she beat the game, I ain't have nothing to watch. So then, I started going outside too. But then I started playing games that she would watch me play because she didn't like to physically play them because she felt like she wasn't as good. I didn't like Final Fantasy because RPG made you pick your move, and that gave me anxiety. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then I would just get fucked up by
Final
the dude.
Fantasy, what's that?
Final Fantasy, it's like it's like an RPG fighting game with swords and like magic.
Sound like Zelda.
You said you didn't know what Zelda was.
I played Zelda, but I didn't like it because that's all it sounds like.
It's nothing like Zelda, but it kind of is.
Zelda was like a PlayStation 1 game or something. Huh?
Nintendo? Yeah.
I feel like I played it on PlayStation 1, bro.
It probably came out on PS1 though, too.
Never.
Like
Never?
Licensing.
Okay.
Guidelines.
Okay.
That Zelda would have never came out on anything other than Nintendo because it was written by Nintendo software owners. Second,
I must have played it on the 64.
Final
Game
Fantasy is contracted to PlayStation because that is Square Enix, and it has only ever came out on PlayStation consoles. However, I don't believe it is true to this year because I do believe they've released some things on other consoles. I don't know which other ones, but it used to be exclusive to PlayStation. It was the only way you could play Final Fantasy. It's a long, drawn-out, story-based game that's like magic, swords, and conquests, and it's like nothing. It's like Kingdom Hearts. You ever hear Kingdom Hearts?
It's just that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, minus the Disney.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the fuck that is.
That was lit,
dude.
Kingdom Hearts was.
I played
like
Rocky.
magical.
I played Rocky on that PS1.
Let me ask you a separate. let me ask you a separate question. Have you ever been to Disney World or Disneyland?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's like when people ask me what I like to do, I be forgetting to tell them that I like amusement parks. Like I be always so stuck on like music, weed, fashion, like simple shit that I always do all the time. I don't even be thinking like, wait, I actually enjoy like roller coasters.
Right.
Like that's something that legitimately bring me like the most random amount of joy that like people don't know.
I was always taller than all my friends growing up, so I was riding things before my friends were even able to think about riding those things. So we was going on school trips to like Six Flags and 4th, 5th grade, y'all wasn't riding the biggest rides, but I was. And then
how much fun is it by yourself though?
It was,
but that used to be like the craziest part. Like look to somebody else.
All my homies was as tall as me too. There was like two homies that was as tall as me that were able to ride with me.
So it's just y'all in game.
It was just us, and then like 10 people waiting for us when we got off. Did you like it?
How was it?
It was cool.
How was it, Lambo?
Yeah. We also have the world's largest roller coaster where I'm from.
In Philadelphia?
No, it's in Jackson, New Jersey. It's called King da Ka at Six Flags.
What is it called?
King da Ka.
Damn, I might have to fuck with that. It's scary? You tried it?
Yes. It breaks down like after every few rides.
Okay, I might have to catch it early.
Oh my gosh.
It's like I think it's like 500 or 1,000 feet high or something crazy like that. All it is
so what if
it starts, it goes like that, and then it goes like that, and it comes down.
What if it do that,
like
but then get stuck, like, and then you just
happened.
Shot put it out of it, and then
it don't. The worst that's ever happened that I've seen is it doesn't get over the hill, so it'll stop like this, this. So you'll be like this.
So you just stuck in the air,
stuck like that, hoping to just drop down.
I done seen like after roller coasters. I done seen after roller coasters break down, but all the people off of them, you're like, wait, what happened here?
I've seen roller coasters break down.
Was everyone okay?
And they're coming down like those stairs on the side of the roller coaster. Can you imagine having to get off of a roller coaster? What if it's one of those things with your legs out too, where like you're like this and your legs like dangle, but they got to get you off.
Oh, you
mid-June.
I think I might have lost a phone like that before.
Oh, you probably definitely did, because remember they had those nets where you see everybody's wallet and their phones and all this loose change from
we
the
didn't have no net.
loop-de-loops.
My shit was gone.
I don't think I'd be able to come down the roller coaster steps if it broke down. I'd be shaking like each step down,
wobbling.
Yeah, I don't
You
even
just
know if that's
imagine.
like sturdy enough for.
They don't got no
that many
amusement
bodies.
parks out here, huh?
Oaks
not
Park.
in Oregon.
I've never been to Oaks Park.
Oaks Park Amusement Park in Selwood. They have roller coasters. They just built that new one like within the last 10 years.
I have never heard of this. It's Selwood Park, you said?
Oaks Amusement Park.
Oh, Oaks Amusement Park.
I ain't never been to Oaks Park. I've been there for a photo shoot, but it was COVID and we trespassed.
What the roller coaster look like?
They look like kiddie shits. Like
I was about to say, if I haven't heard of
shit.
it sound like something I wouldn't. All right.
It's just some like carnival
Yeah,
ass
it's
shit.
got like real roller coasters though. And
Maybe
stuff.
I went to the
like,
kiddie
I'm
side.
talking
or
about
something.
real roller coaster. Like I ain't just
like
no
the
kid
Screaming
no more.
Eagle where people died on and some other
Died?
shit. Like,
Okay.
They've got real
Died?
stuff, you guys.
I want to get on that one.
There we go.
That would get
That's
you.
the one. That's the one. I'm scared now.
The thrill. Wait, you just show them bumper cars?
Well, okay, it's got that too, but
She was
got
like,
all kinds of
she was
stuff.
like, look, bumper cars.
Ferris wheel.
I want to see
Little
this,
squirrels.
I want to see this roller coaster, low key.
I'm looking, bro. I don't know. You might have to look for me.
Let me see.
They got the little drop thing.
Yeah, I
Those straight.
definitely rocks with the swings.
The swing.
It's one of them swings that take you up high. That used to be my shit when I was young. And then I got too big to get on it. That's the only reason I'm excited to have kids in the future, because I can do like the old shits that I used to fuck with.
Shit, I'm gonna do mine on my own. No cap.
Never no kids ever?
I'm gonna have a kid, but I'm gonna do my shit. I'm gonna do all that shit twice. I'm gonna do it on my own, then I'm gonna have some kids do it with them.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so we in the Ferris wheel, the frog hopper, the go-kart.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't really see too much thrill on that.
Rock
Like
and
I
roll.
didn't see the
If we
3
just
dead bodies
Google
reported or anything.
Oaks Amusement Park.
Rock-a-plane, scramble.
Rest in
coaster.
peace to 3 people died at Oak Park. I don't see them though.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't die here, but
Wait.
they have the ride that people did die on somewhere else.
Oh, it's not here.
Rest in peace.
It's not on here.
They took it. I think they took that ride
They
out.
took it right after, huh?
See?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's how you know. But we got rides for you at 621 Southeast 7th Avenue. All kinds of rides for you. You know what I'm saying? Crush up this flour. It's a different ride. You can get some oil. That's a ride. Get one of these edibles. That's a ride. We got carts. That's a ride. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you could ride out to one of these albums.
So is it illegal for like a cannabis company to start an amusement park? Or would- or
it's
is there,
not,
like, some
cannabis
legalities?
friendly or anything? You know, I mean,
Why wouldn't it? Why couldn't it?
This ride be fun right here.
you just probably have to get like different.
Dude, I'm
permits
gonna be
and
the
stuff.
first dude to start an amusement park for cannabis.
That don't sound like
People
a
have
bad
had the idea though, and they like.
I probably
even
said too
hotels
much.
and stuff.
Somebody gonna get it now. Somebody gonna watch this like, yo, I got the money. I'm gonna steal this man's idea. At least cut me in. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Mr. Man with the bag that just said he's gonna do it. Just give me a job. That's all I ask. Well, shit, man. I think we've kind of been covering everything. Is there anything else you want to plug? Next time we do this show, we're going to be in a studio where we can smoke unlimitedly, and we're going to have you back on.
For sure, yeah. We gotta have a session real quick. That
Yeah.
sound legit. But remember I told you I started DJing.
Right.
So y'all can call
DJ One Young
Yeah, y'all
Micah
can call me DJ One Young Micah now. But that's just
that's
just in my part time though. Just in something else I'm working on.
after 4 p.m. Please refer to him as DJ One Young Micah.
My daytime name, my day job, I go by One Young Micah. But then nighttime, I could add
One
DJ
Young
on top of
DJ Micah.
that. Either way, I like all of those. All this shit sound lit.
Just
so.
kind of mix it up.
You can call me whatever you want, honestly, but I might not answer. But you can call me One Young Micah, DJ One Young Micah. You can find me on all platforms at One Young Micah though. No cap. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud. Yeah.
Everything. Just Google it and find all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My personal favorite song, Palm of My Hand, and if I'm biased, Space on the new
Space.
self-titled album, Micah.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
for coming through.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know what you're smoking on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to have you back through.
Mhm.
And,
Next time I want to take a dab so I can like remember more stuff.
We'll do it on camera.
Yeah,
Dude.
no, I ain't taking no more dabs.
The
Nah.
dab fucked me up. I was a little like, it kept me going in conversation, but I was feeling that dab this
I
episode.
couldn't remember nothing I had to say.
Mm.
I was like, as soon as I sat down, I was like, wait, are these my arms? I was like,
Some
yeah, I'm high
dabs.
as fuck.
And some dabs. Well, shit, man. Thank you for coming through. Keep on the grass. Episode 2, season 2. You know what I'm saying? 621 Southeast 7th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? July 2nd, we got another event coming up to you. More information on that soon. Could be hearing a lot more from One Young Micah on one of those days as well. Yeah, Selena, take us home.
Thanks for watching Season 2, Episode 2. Go follow talkcastPDX on Instagram. One Young Micah, Lambo Lawson, and Selena PDX 420. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Man, bro.